And she's always talking like that, and it annoys me so bad.
Hey, dude, why is that flower dying?
I guess because it's covered by the bench.
No.
Okay. Okay,
Well, no,
Alex.
duh. Like, I mean, but why is it dead?
Okay, let me tell you this real quick. Alright. So, remember that one day you were sleeping in biology class? Like every other day? Alright, so we learned about this thing that all plants do. It's called photosynthesis. It's basically how autotrophs, which are plants that make their own food, get their food. So, there's two things needed to create food, which is called glucose. First, you need CO2 and H2O, and then the catalyst is the light. And then from that, the plant goes through the process of photosynthesis, and then you get glucose, and then the plants exhale the oxygen, which people like you inhale. Photosynthesis, it occurs in the green organelles called the chloroplast, and that's what gives the plants their green color. And then that's why humans can't go through the process of photosynthesis, because we don't have chloroplast or chlorophyll in our bodies.
Yeah, that's crazy. I should stop sleeping in class.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, hurry up.
Come on, come on.
Hey.
Hey.
What makes me different from a plant?
Dude, it's a plant.
No, really, like, why didn't I just wake up and I had, like, leaves and I was a plant?
Oh, you see? We're animals, and animals have animal cells, and plants have plant cells. Not like an elephant, you know, like animals.
Oh my god. And what are the differences?
Okay.
I don't get it. Like, why can't I just be a plant? I don't get it.
Calm down, alright? So, you see, plants, they have a cell wall and chloroplast, while animals don't. Chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis, which is the process where they get food from the sun. Like, since we don't go through photosynthesis, we don't need chloroplasts. Yeah.
We don't go through photosynthesis, right?
Yeah, obviously.
All right.
Obviously, yeah. So then cell walls also provide a rigid structure and support the plant cells. This is what gives the plant cells their box-like structure, as opposed to animal cells, which are more loose and circular.
Wow, dude. That's great.
I know, dude.
Are there any other type of cells? Because you keep talking about plant cells and animal cells.
Of course there are, man. Plant and animal cells fall into the category of eukaryotic cells. But there are also...
You do have a nucleus! I remember that!
You remember that? You're paying attention, girl. Good job. So there's also prokaryotic cells.
Bro, no.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, yeah, exactly. So eukaryotic cells have a nucleus, while prokaryotic cells do not. However, some examples of prokaryotic cells are bacteria. Like, don't be confused, Jaspinder. Bacteria is not always bad. Like, sometimes bacteria is in your yogurt. Good bacteria.
Wow, I'm mind blown. So then what about viruses? Like our teachers always tell us about. Remember Mean Girls, that one scene?
Oh yeah! I remember that. Well, viruses are not cells. They do have genetic material. They are non-living particles of DNA and proteins that need to be attached to a cell to reproduce.
Oh, I see how it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm good being a human. I ain't trying to be.
I know, plastic is great.
That young pre-calculus on the
I know. Whoa.
What just happened?
I think he couldn't breathe.
So is he dead? Since he can't breathe?
Yeah.
Yo, Daniel, you dead?
You dead?
Daniel!
You dead?
Oh my god, don't touch him. They're gonna think we did something. Why did he just die?
He couldn't breathe.
Wait, why did he die if he couldn't breathe though?
Your body needs this process called cellular respiration, and without it, you die. Cellular respiration is when your body takes in glucose through the food you eat and oxygen and produces H2O, CO2, and ATP.
Whoa! What's ATP, man?
Whoa! ATP is basically energy that your body uses for everyday functions.
Okay, whatever, but like, why did he die?
I was getting there, man. Since he couldn't take in oxygen, his body was incapable of going through this process. This meant that he couldn't produce H2O, CO2, or ATP. Without ATP, his cells weren't able to do anything. the energy you would have given him is gone, and the cells in his heart and other vital organs had no energy to continue.
Oh my god, okay. So it's like when I run and I feel like I'm dead, cause...
No!
Wait, what?
That is not what it is. But when you run, your body does produce CO2 through the process of cellular respiration. Since CO2 is a product of cellular respiration, every time you exhale, you are exhaling CO2. And when you run, the amount of CO2 you exhale increases because of the cellular respiration. Now do you get it?
Yeah, dude, man. This science stuff is swag-tastic.
Done.
We see you later, man.
Yo, man, I hope my mom packed me a good lunch today.
At least your mom packs you a lunch.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Man, what the heck is this?
LOL. Yeah, good lunch.
Wait, what do you mean good lunch? Are you making fun of me?
Nah, dude, I'm just saying that this is really unhealthy, especially since you eat it every day. It's not good for you.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay, so you see that one time in biology when you were texting your boyfriend the whole time? Miss Murday talked about macromolecules. Macromolecules are giant molecules, and there are 4 very important macromolecules in your body. They are simple carbs, complex carbs, proteins, and lipids. So you see those hot Cheetos you're about to eat? Well, we did a lab in class that showed us that there are 10 grams of fat, 13 grams of dietary fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. So those hot Cheetos have the most lipids. Well, yeah, lipids give us energy. We're programmed to eat a lot of food to save, so if one day we need it in our body, it's there for us.
So then why does my grandma say fats are bad for me?
Well, you see, a lot of people say lipids should be avoided from eating because they're bad for you, but I disagree. Because you see, a lot of foods in our diet are unhealthy, but if we stop eating lipids, we would have no more energy, and we wouldn't be able to do things we normally can, like you dancing around in your rocket ship costume. But you know what they say, too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Oh my gosh! Then the other thing I should use bread.
No! Bread is a complex carb, and it provides you with long-time energy, which isn't like lipids. But see, it's like simple carbs, which are mostly sugar, and provide you with short-term energy, and you might have a crash later. And you know, Alex, you love steak. Steak is a protein. Protein makes new cells and helps us repair any damage done to our bodies in immune and digestive systems. It's really beneficial to babies who might need new cells, old people whose cells might have been ruptured, or such as their bones which need repairing, and athletes who exercise and sometimes hurt themselves, and they might need protein too. It's really beneficial for everyone, but for those 3 groups, it's really important. And yeah.
Okay, I see. So I need a little bit of everything to live, yeah? It's like these 4 macromolecules are really important.
Oh, Alex, yes, they're really important. Wow, this food is so amazing.
Just because there's people here doesn't mean you have to lie.
How does their body even digest this ratchet food?
Even though the food is pretty ratchet, our body still has enzymes to help us break down the food.
I thought digestion happens in your stomach. What are you talking about?
For the most part, yes, but there's an enzyme in your mouth, in your saliva called amylase, which helps you digest the food early on.
Wait, what's an enzyme?
Well, you see, an enzyme is a protein catalyst that speeds up reactions. It can either catalyze a catabolic reaction, one that breaks things down, or an anabolic reaction that builds things up.
How do they work?
Enzymes have active sites where the substrate bonds in order to have the reaction. The substrate is basically what goes into the enzyme, and the product is what comes out of it. Enzymes can be denatured when they are placed in areas of intense heat and excessive pH levels. This denatures the active site, not allowing substrates to fit.
Are there any rules? Because aren't there rules for everything?
Yes, there are 5 basic rules of enzyme. Number 1,
damn, you could denature my enzymes.
as I was saying, there are 5 basic rules. The first rule is that all enzymes are proteins. Number 2, enzymes are very specific, and each enzyme matches only one substrate. 3, they can be used again and again. And 4, excessive heat and acid or pH levels can affect or denature.
Wow, Alex, I learned so much today, and it's only lunchtime.
Crazy! Oh, yo, dude! Look at this rock.
Hey, that's fresh.
That is fresh. So, yo, why is this rock not alive, but I am?
Okay, so you remember that one day in biology when before biology you had 6 pieces of chocolate cake? then you fell into a food coma.
Oh, yeah.
We learned about the 8 characteristics of life.
8 characteristics of life?
Yeah, alright. So the 8 characteristics of life are homeostasis, evolution, growth and development, metabolism, cells, genetic material, reproduction, and response to the environment. So here I go. You see you're a living person, right? You consider yourself living?
I am very living.
So homeostasis is maintaining an internal body temperature of 98.7 degrees. And how you do that? Well, that's an example. And it's basically internal stability. And how you do that? So if you're cold, what do?
Shiver.
What else do you do?
Put on a jacket.
Okay, so you put on a jacket because you want to maintain internal temperature. You see, evolution, you know how you always see those posters of like people were monkeys and they became humans? Yeah, so that's evolution because we changed over time. And growth and development, I mean, you were once a little baby and now you're like still little, but I mean, you're grown now.
I'm grown.
And there's this thing called metabolism. And it's basically how you function. So you know how when people be like, oh, your metabolism fast. Yeah, you're just trying to F of X. So metabolism, that's how you move. Cells, it's what you're made up of. And then genetic material, that's what comes from your parents and helps you be who you are. Reproduction, humans can mate and reproduce. Response, I see you. Response to the environment. So basically that's the same thing as homeostasis. When you were cold, you put on a jacket. So now, when you respond to the environment, you kind of know when it's cold, oh, I gotta put a jacket on, otherwise I'm gonna get sick. Now you see this right here.
I see the rock.
You see the rock?
I see the rock.
You feel me?
I feel it too.
Oh, girl. Alright. So this right here is not alive.
Not alive. Not.
Because, okay, it cannot maintain internal body temperature. That's an example of homeostasis.
Rock.
Yeah. To be alive, you have to hit all 8.
All 8?
All
Not just
8.
one?
No, girl, no. You are not alive if you do not hit all 8. I'm telling you.
Tell me.
Now you see, this might have, I don't know. I don't think this rock fits any of them.
Evolution.
Evolution.
It turned into a different rock.
Hey, that's true. It must have been really, really big, and then over time, the rock withered to a little piece. And I feel you. You getting it?
I feel you.
All right.
So like I'm alive, but the rock isn't alive.
The rock is not alive.
I got you. This is so cool, man.
You like it?
I like it. I dig.
You dig it?
I dig the rock.
Who knew all this science at school?
I know, it's great, dude.
Hey, yo, Alex. Let go.